Well, good evening from Tunisia. I'm so sorry if the sound quality is not brilliant. I'm in my hotel lobby because that's the best place for reception, and hopefully it's going to be a quick one because I'm on my way to dinner. As promised, I said that I'd go live on the Sundays that I'm here on holiday. So my name's Antoinette and I go live every Sunday around about this time for about 5 to 10 minutes just to share with you whatever has been percolating in my brain in this week. And actually, what I want to share has been going on for the last couple of weeks. So about 2 weeks ago, somebody asked me to quote for an article that they were writing on enduring friendships. I don't share much about my kind of deepest friends. I call them my soul friends. I tend to keep that part of my life on the down low for no particular reason, but my friends are quite private individuals as well. But I must have dropped something in a talk that I was doing which piqued this person's interest. And so I'm really, really blessed to have a good handful of people that I would call heart friends, soul friends, if you like, whatever phrase you want to coin. And my oldest friend I've known since I was 10. So if you do the maths, that's nearly 40 years. And I guess she helps me frame a lot of how my good friendships work. We were just very lucky, very blessed to have found each other. I think I can safely say that for the last 40 years, there's not been 1 week where we've not communicated in some way, even through uni. So I recently won, so this goes back 3 weeks actually, maybe this is where it started. I won a prize in a pub for talking about a moment with someone that you'd call a dear friend. And my moments were many moments, but this was in our late teens at university, before the age of mobile phones and the internet. We'd each buy a phone card, and on Saturday night I'd be all gussied up at the disco, because that's what it was called back then. And I can't really remember what, she's not a big disco person, but whatever we were doing, we would interrupt our Saturday night. We'd make a date. It must have been like 9 or 10 every Saturday, and we'd queue up at the phone box. And you'd have to stand there because there could be a queue of people like an hour long, 2 hours long, and you just have to tough it out. But we knew that from that time, so if we'd said 9, from 9, we would be by that phone box until it rang for us. And that's what we did. We did that all the way through uni. I remember when the two of us came home from uni and we met. We both lived in London for a bit, and we would meet on our commute. We'd go out of our way to meet on our commute just to have a 30-minute ride and catch up home, and the 5-minute walk up the road together before we parted ways. And at the end of this article that I was asked to quote on, I said that good, enduring friendships are akin to marriage. So not the same, definitely not. And she is married with a family, and actually most of my good friends are married with families. So it's not about that, but there's something that's similar to marriage in terms of the commitment. So for my friends that I would call close, we go out of our way to show up for each other. We do it on the good days, on the bad days, and on the ugly days. We are intentional about that. We are committed to doing that. We're kind of unswerving in that. So for my good friends, in some of their toughest weeks, we still talk. Giving birth week, getting married week, going on holiday week, honeymoon week, all those weeks, we've still made an effort to talk. When my businesses, I thought that one was tanking, still make the time out to talk. When I was teaching, stressed out of my head, still make the time to talk. So there's a commitment and an intentionality to show up for each other and to talk. And that leads on to the next thing, communication, I guess. Communication has been open and honest. They are the people that I am my absolute real self with. They are, when I die, they are where the bodies will be buried. And so they are people that are safe to tell everything, the unvarnished truth, to show up exactly as you are. And that's really important in enduring friendships. The other thing about my enduring friendships is that, again, it leads on from that last part. You can show up as you are, who you are. So they take me for who I am. I take them for who I am. Actually, with most of my enduring friends, we are nothing like each other. We share maybe one or two things in common, but we allow each other to just be who we are, to evolve and change and grow and accept each other at every phase, as we are, who we are, growing, flexing, bending, bouncing, all of those things. The other thing is that we have each other's backs. So, you know, when things get really dark, if any one of us kind of sends the back call, we know, tools down, you've got to get in that car and you've got to be there. And we rarely call on each other to do that, but when we do, it's uncompromising. You get your butt to where they are, you show up, and you show up in person as much as you can. So yeah, that's a real privilege. I'm trying to think of what else really, but the whole marriage thing got me thinking, because for those of you that are married, you'll know that it's a choice. It's a choice every day to show up and love and be loved, to show up and accept that person in all their guises, to commit to the bitter end or the bright end, whatever that might be, and to let them know that, because that builds security and trust and safety in that person. So this is my little homage to friendship, and I'm so grateful to all those people out there that I can call heart or soul friends. Thank you. Thank you for journeying with me for this time. Thank you for my longest friend who has journeyed with me for 40 years. Remember the deal. You go first because you've got a husband and a kid to mourn you. So yeah, you're my mourning party. That's the deal. And yeah, I'd love to hear about your enduring friendships, or even your marriages, I guess. What makes them work? What keeps them enduring? And especially if you're into decades long, I'd really love to hear your secrets of friendship, and what makes that tick. So to all of you, old friends and new, have a great night. I'm off to eat Tunisian food, yummy, to sit in the heat, yummy, yummy, and to have another big sleep on before I hit the beach tomorrow. Have a great week, y'all. Bye. Thanks for listening.